Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's going on? So I just got done checking out Keyshawn Davis making his pro debut. Very, very impressive performance, man. And normally I don't even take too much from pro debuts and, guys in their early fights because, it's, 9 times out of 10 when you got a hot prospect, somebody that's highly touted and that shows to, have a lot of promise and potential, you expect these guys to look good against, these dudes that they fight in their first 5, 10, 12 fights. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, there are outliers that come in and fight top competition within the first 10 fights. But this was just I felt like it was a well matched pro debut. Whoever matched this fight up, they did a good job. Putting a guy in there that was had some fights up under his belt, and a guy that Keyshawn can go in there and get his confidence up off of. And man, he looked good. He looked real good, man. This if you looking to pull anything from a pro debut, if you know what to look for, if you just want to see what a fighter looks like on a pro level. I saw Keyshawn Davis in the amateurs. He's a 2-time silver medalist. So he did pretty decent in the amateurs, but his style, of course, he was always gearing towards getting ready to be a pro. Grooming himself to be a pro. He's been in the ring with elite level talent as far as sparring and training, the likes of Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. I believe he's shared the ring with Tank Davis and a host of other guys, very talented guys. And I've been hearing about Keyshawn Davis for a while now, and I'm glad that I was able to catch him on his pro debut just to see what he looked like in the ring live, no headgear, under the lights pro debut. So man, he was very, very poised, very patient. He not at any moment did you see him, get out of control or overzealous or out of character. Not one time did you see that. He was poised. He did get touched with a left hand in between an exchange when he was being extremely aggressive towards finishing the fighter. So, I mean, you gonna get touched, of course, it's boxing. But other than that, his defense was phenomenal. That's literally the only punch that Buddy landed on him. You know what I'm saying? And I was just impressed with the poise. I was impressed with how he picked his shots, his punch selection. You can tell just off of the arsenal that he displayed right then and there in that fight that he can throw every punch. I love his willingness to throw combination. Now, of course, with the type of opponent that he had in the ring, this allows you to get a lot of those things off. But nonetheless, the most important thing that I noticed was the ring generalship, the poise, the being calculated. It's like you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been on this level before, like you've been pro before. Like he got 20 pro fights up under his belt. Those are the things that I was looking for. I wasn't really looking for all the flashiness, the knockouts. You expect those things when you a highly touted prospect, even in your first fight, going up against a guy that they normally match, guys in a pro debut. I mean, you're not expecting to fight a world beater. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that can pose any type of threat to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, you don't really want to take away those things, even though it's nice that he has the athleticism. He showed the footwork. He showed the upper body, the head movement. You know what I'm saying? Being able to counterpunch, being able to walk a guy down, being able to exchange and, get your combinations off. You're going to see all those things, and we did see that in this matchup. But, man, I was just, very impressed with the brother poise, man. He's 22 years old, so his first fight, I'll say, hopefully over the next 2 or 3 years, he'll be able to get up in the 15s and 20s. If they keep him real active, do him like how Jerron Boots Ennis is doing, fighting, you know, hella, you know what I'm saying? Like hella. As often as you possibly can. We just, you know, just made a video about fighters being active. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna do nothing but make you better. So hopefully, shit, within the next 2 years, he'll get in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? And shit, 24, 25, you get that experience, get that rhythm going. You know, now about 20, you know, 25, 24, 25, you be ready for a big fight. Probably even before then, you know, 20, 24, you be ready for a big fight. You know what I'm saying? At least a world title fight or something like that. So I think he's gonna campaign. I think that fight, his pro debut was at 135. He actually came in at 136 and a half. Normally guys start up at a little higher of a weight so they can kind of acclimate to the weight class that they getting down to. I think that he could fight maybe at 130 a couple of fights if you want to try to, if you want to try to win a title at 130, or if you're just gonna jump straight to 135, that's good too. You know, 5'7", got a nice frame on him for a lightweight, junior welterweight, maybe even a welterweight one day. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If y'all got a chance to watch Keyshawn Davis in his pro debut, if you've been following the kid, if you know anything about him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all felt, what y'all thought about that performance, and what type of potential do you see in Keyshawn Davis, man? Contender regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.